Hello, hello. In lecture number 5 of Thyristor family devices series, these are some outlines of lecture number 5. We will study here the next power electronic device. Next Thyristor family devices is the SCS. SCS is nothing but silicon controlled switch. These are some outlines of lecture number 5. First one is the SCS. SCS is nothing but silicon controlled switch symbol. Structure of SCS, VI characteristics of SCS. Next one is the advantages and disadvantages of SCS, and last one is the applications of SCS. Now we already studied that power controlled devices. There are three power controlled devices such as SCR, TRIAC and GTO. Now we will study the triggering devices. Triggering is nothing but to turning on the power controlled devices. Triggering, the actual meaning of triggering is to turn on. Triggering devices are used to turn on the high power control devices such as SCR, TRIAC and GTO. In lecture number first we already studied that the SCR. In lecture number third we already studied that TRIAC, and in lecture number fourth we studied that GTO. Now these are some following triggering devices: UJT, PUT, SUS, SBS, SCS, DIAC and LASR. These are some triggering devices. These triggering devices are used to turn on the SCR, TRIAC and DIAC. Now we will study here the first triggering devices is the SCS. SCS is nothing but silicon controlled switch. The short form of silicon controlled switch is the SCS. The silicon controlled switch, like the silicon controlled rectifier. The silicon control SCS is like to the SCR. It is a four layer of PNPN devices. Now we will study the construction of SCS. SCS is a four layer devices. It having a four terminal such as anode gate and cathode gate. See here, this is the structure of SCS. SCS is a four terminal devices such as PNPN devices. SCS having a four terminals such as anode terminal, cathode terminal, anode gate and cathode gate. Now SCR having a three junction. This PN produces the J1 junction. This PN junction produces the J2 junction, and this PN produces the J3 junction. Here the cathode is connected to N type terminal, anode is connected to P type terminal. Here the cathode gate is connected to P side, and anode is connected to N type of semiconductor. This is the physical diagram of the SCS. If this PN junction diode is divided into three parts such as this: P, N, P, N. There is a two slotting. This is the T1 transistor and this one is the T2 transistor. This T1 transistor is the PNP transistor and T2 transistor is the NPN transistors. Here the base is connected to collector side of NPN transistors, and this base is connected to collector side of PNP transistor. Here the cathode gate is present. Here the anode gate is present. This terminal is the anode and this terminal is the cathode. It is similar to the SCR. Now this is the equivalent schematic of transistor. This one is the PNP transistor and this one is the NPN transistor. Here the NPN transistor collector is connected to the base of PNP transistor, and base of PNP transistor is connected to the collector of NPN transistor. This one is the symbol of SCS. SCS having a four terminals: anode, cathode. This one is the anode gate and this one is the cathode gate. This one is the symbol of SCS. Now we will study the phi characteristics of SCS or working of SCS. Now we will study the first working of SCS. In working of SCS, negative gate pulse. There are two types of gate pulses are present: anode gate pulses and cathode gate pulses. If we apply negative gate pulse to the anode gate, if we apply negative gate pulse to the anode gate, then SCS will be turn on. When we apply negative pulse to the anode gate, then SCS will be turned on, and if we apply positive gate pulse to the anode gate, then SCS will be turned on. By applying negative gate pulses, SCS will be turned on. This is remember it. By applying negative gate pulses, SCS will be turned on. Generally, anode gate is used to turn off SCS. Basically, anode gate is used to turn off SCS. To turn off SCS, positive supply applied to the anode gate, and to turn on SCS, positive gate pulse applied to the cathode gate. See here, to turn on SCS, positive gate pulse applied to the cathode gate, and to turn off SCS, positive gate pulse applied to the anode gate. This is in short. If we apply positive gate pulse, positive gate pulse to anode, if we apply positive gate pulse to anode, SCS will be turn on, and positive gate pulse positive gate pulse applied to the cathode, positive gate pulse applied to the anode, then SCS will be turn off. SCS will be turn off, and positive gate pulse applied to the cathode, then turn on. This is the important. To turn on SCS, positive gate pulse applied to the cathode gate, and to turn off SCS, positive gate pulse applied to the anode gate. Now we will study the Phi characteristics of SCS. The Phi characteristics of this one is the Phi characteristics of SCS, and this Phi characteristics is similar to the your SCR. Now in this characteristics is similar to the SCR. Here the as anode is positive with respect to cathode, SCS is in forward bias. If anode is positive, this one is the anode, this anode is positive, this anode is positive with respect to cathode, this anode is positive with respect to cathode, then this SCS is in forward bias. SCS is in forward bias. So in forward bias there is a small amount of current flowing through the circuit. If forward current reach to the VBO, then it will some avalanche breakdowns are generated and SCS will be turned on. Here is the latching current, and this point is the holding current are present. This one is the latching current. Latching current is nothing but to turn on SCS, and holding current is nothing but to turn off SCS. The cathode current will be decreases for forward triggering voltage, and in reverse bias, in forward bias, anode is positive with respect to cathode. Anode is positive with respect to cathode, and in negative gate pulse, anode is positive with respect to cathode, and here the cathode is positive with respect to anode. Here the cathode is positive with respect to anode, and here the small amount of leakage current flowing through the circuit. If the for reverse current reach to the reverse breakdown voltage, then current decreases suddenly or fastly. See here, this is the VI characteristics of SCS. In this VI characteristics, as the forward voltage increases, forward current increases in small amount. This current is called as the leakage current. This forward current reach to the forward breakdown voltage, then there is some avalanche breakdowns are generated, and after that SCS will be turned on, and this one is the reverse breakdown voltage in reverse breakdown. As the reverse voltage increases, reverse current increases in small amount. If reverse current reaches to the reverse breakdown voltage, current decreases rapidly, fastly or suddenly. Now the VI characteristics of SCS is similar to the VI characteristics of SCR. These are some important points related to the VI characteristics of SCS. When a negative gate pulse applied to the anode gate, when the negative gate pulse applied to the anode gate, the junction J1 is the forward bias and SCS is in turn on. SCS is in turn on. A positive gate pulse at the AG will be reverse bias junction AG. A positive gate pulse AG anode gate will reverse bias junction J1 is turn off the SCS. When negative supply apply to the SCS, then SCS will be turn on. Here the J1 junction. See here, here is the J1 junction and this J1 junction is forward bias. Now a positive gate pulse AG will reverse bias the junction J1. Due to this junction J1 is the reverse bias and turn off the SCS. When a positive pulse is applied to the cathode gate, the junction J2 is forward bias and SCS is turn on, and the negative pulse at the cathode gate will reverse bias and junction J2 will be turn off. When positive gate pulse applied to the anode gate, then SCS will be turned on. No, sorry, when positive gate pulse applied to the anode gate, then the SCS will be turned off, and the negative gate pulse applied to the SCS will be turned on. When a positive pulse is applied to cathode gate, then SCS is turned on, and negative pulse is applied to the cathode gate, then SCS will be turned off. This is the four important parameter related to the VI characteristics of SCS. See here, the anode gate connection can be used to turn on and turn off SCS. Anode gate connection is used to turn on and turn off SCS. The SCS can be turned on by applying a negative gate pulse to the anode gate, whereas a positive pulse applied to the anode gate will be turn off the conducting SCS. The effect of anode gate current similar to the SCR. Now these are some advantages of disadvantages and applications of SCS. SCS, these are some advantages. First advantages is that reduce turn off time typically within a range of 1 to 10 uses. Increase the control, and third one advantage is increase the sensitivity. Disadvantages of SCS: SCS has a low power, SCS has a low current, and SCS has low voltage rating. Applications of SCS: SCS used in pulse generator, oscillator and voltage sensors. The important point in SCS is that to turn on SCS, positive gate pulse applied to the cathode gate, and to turn off SCS, positive gate pulse applied to the anode gate. Here the two gates are present. Here the two gates are present. See here, this one is the cathode gate, anode gate, and this one is the cathode gate. This one is the anode and this one is the anode gate. This is the cathode and this is the cathode gate. So most important point is that when positive supply applied to the anode gate, when positive supply applied to the anode gate, then SCS will be turned off. When SCS will be turned off. And when positive supply applied to the cathode gate, when positive supply applied to the cathode gate, then SCS will be turned on. This is the most important parameter related to the SCS, and this parameter is different as the SCS. Remember it. If any queries related to this lecture, then you will ask me.